Hey everyone, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Argentina, and specifically how NFTs could reshape daily life. So, at the end of last week, we introduced a new theme to our blog, which is Non-Fungible Tokens, or NFTs as most of us know them. And if you hadn't read it yet, I recommend you give it a quick look over before listening to today's podcast, just to fill in some contextual gaps. And as a reminder for everyone to make sure we're on the same page, these blockchain-based tokens are unique and can be created and bought by anyone with Ethereum cryptocurrency, an interesting concept which really took off this year. So today we'll be looking specifically at some of the other ways that NFTs may integrate themselves into our daily routines, and how some of these could be especially beneficial in Argentina, both for you as a citizen and also for the development of the country in general. So the first use we'll be looking into are tickets. And by now I'm sure you're familiar with the uniqueness of NFTs, as we've mentioned it a lot, though it really is an important characteristic to remember because it opens up a world of potential for their application in daily life, one of which is ticketing. And yes, you may be wondering how come ticketing, and it may seem strange at first, but nowadays e-tickets are increasingly common, and there's a clear need to move away from physical transactions and transfers in countries like Argentina, where this is still popular, because of there being higher chances of germ spread, for example. So this is something we've seen with the lingering impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic throughout the last year and a half. But this is where NFTs and their uniqueness and logged owner credentials stand out from the crowd. No more ticket touting and fakes, and no more hand touching. So could this be perhaps the answer for the future? Well, earlier this year, the Argentine national team even released a set of NFTs in the form of fan tokens. And if you all remember how we collected trading cards, for example, in our childhood, it really does seem like Argentina is taking a step towards that nostalgic feel, but with a modern twist, and ones which would have wider economic benefits for the nation as well. So the next use we'll be looking at is in logistics, and as a rapidly developing nation on the global stage, Argentina, whether it be for production of certain products for export or software outsourcing, the point being that foreign companies are taking notice of the possibilities within the Latin American country, and our good old friend the NFT could take centre stage in the logistics side of things. So if you did read the article from the other day, we mentioned how NFTs can store more data than the usual crypto coin. And this extra data is what can be used to track unique goods and make sure that supply chains remain accurate as well as innovative. And if we think of another key theme that we've explored in the past, which is Argentine ag tech, for example, products created in Argentina and shipped overseas could be easily kept an eye on, and it would be all down to the NFTs which are used in the supply chain. So it's definitely interesting stuff and could be implemented into the real world pretty soon in the near future. So another use we'll be looking at, and probably one that most people are commonly associated with, is art. And one of the uses of NFTs that we're all familiar with is their use in the art space, and specifically digital art. So now Argentina is presenting itself at the forefront of development in this space through a platform called Aura, where artists can create NFTs of their own and normal people can buy them. Now, this is especially interesting because it means there's a higher chance of exposure for otherwise little-known artists, and in a country where digital development is accelerating at a fast pace, it's clear to see why we should all be getting excited about this. And the accessibility of the platform is something else I can't forget to mention, because anyone can make NFTs and sell them on Aura, and perhaps, as has happened with YouTube and other online platforms over the last decade or so, NFT artistry could become an accepted job and a common job in modern Argentine and global society in a few years' time. So lastly, we'll look at industry, and in Argentina, 7.4% of all internet users own an NFT, which reflects the global trend we've all witnessed with their boom in popularity. So what does this mean for industry? Well, we've already touched upon supply chain logistics and real estate, but industry in a wider context within the Latin American nation, NFT marketplaces themselves could prove to be very lucrative investment opportunities. Se Socia, a finance platform based in Argentina, is launching their own, and as we've seen, NFTs are well received in the nation, and as more airtime is given to them in the media, the number we mentioned at the start of this section will only rise. And not only this, but the opportunity for NFTs in the Argentine marketing industry is likely to benefit massively from more marketplaces being available, as, similarly to sports teams releasing memorabilia via NFTs, more companies can promote products through them as well. So if you're interested in finding out more, contact us today. You'll see all of our contact information on the screen and in the description below, where you'll be able to also visit our website and schedule a free 15-minute consultation with us to discuss your options further. But while you're down in the description of the video, why not also leave a comment, like and subscribe, and thank you, and until then we will see you next week. Bye bye.